Deep within you, a battle rages every dawn. Awaiting your first conscious thought is an opponent unlike any other. One who intimately knows your every fear, every well-crafted excuse, your most deeply buried potential. This adversary isn't a colleague, a neighbor, or some distant stranger. This adversary is you. On one side stands the version of you that craves the path of least resistance, the master of procrastination, the voice of doubt, the self that recoils from the sharp edges of discomfort. On the other, a titan of will emerges, relentless, unstoppable, forged for greatness. The question that defines your day, your life, is brutally simple. Who wins today? This is the ultimate confrontation, the war that forges your happiness, your success, your very legacy. You versus you. Let's shatter a comforting illusion. The world owes you nothing. Life does not guarantee success. Your dreams will not be delivered to your doorstep. There is no secret map, no stroke of cosmic luck waiting patiently around the corner. The weight, the responsibility, the power, it is all yours. Yes, life can be profoundly unfair. Yes, mountains will rise in your path. But here is the unvarnished truth. The greatest mountain you will ever face is not out there. It is not the economy, your history, or the whispers of others. The greatest obstacle is, and always has been, you. It is the fortress of excuses you build, the tyranny of fear you allow, the chains of habit that bind you. The instant you cease to cast blame upon the world and seize absolute ownership of your destiny, everything changes. You hold the power, you are in control, and you alone will decide the distance you travel, the fire you burn, and the heights you will grow to. Every single day presents a stark and simple test. It requires no classroom, no mentor, no passing grade. It is called the mirror test. When you stare into your own eyes, can you declare with unwavering honesty, "I gave my absolute all today"? Can you proclaim, "I am proud of the person I see"? The mirror is a merciless truth teller. It reflects not who you pretend to be, but the unvarnished reality of who you are. Every day, the choice is yours. Will you stand tall, proud of the reflection staring back? Or will you avert your gaze, haunted by the knowledge that you could have done more, tried harder, been better? The mirror test isn't a judgment of perfection. It is a measure of progress. It is about proving to yourself, day by relentless day, that you are forging a closer union with the person you were always meant to become. Some souls wander through life on a perpetual quest for a scapegoat. It's my boss's fault I'm not promoted. It's my parents' fault I had a rough start. It's the system's fault I can't break through. Stop, just stop. The truth is, your greatest opponent is not your boss, your parents, or some faceless system. It is the version of you that manufactures excuses, the one who whispers, "I'll start tomorrow," the one who chooses the fleeting comfort of Netflix over the transformative fire of the gym, fear over action, comfort over growth. To conquer in the arena of life, you must utterly vanquish that version of yourself. You must outwork, outthink, and outlast the weaker you. This is not a battle won in a single glorious moment. It is a war waged every single day. The good news, you don't have to win every skirmish. You just have to keep showing up for the war. Transformation is not a thunderclap. It doesn't arrive with a new job, a life-altering epiphany, or a lottery ticket. Transformation is forged in the quiet crucible of small moments. It is the microscopic choices you make, compounded over time. Forcing yourself from the warmth of the bed instead of succumbing to the snooze button. Rejecting the poison of junk food and embracing the vitality of a healthier meal, investing an hour in a new skill instead of losing it to the mindless scroll. These small victories, seemingly insignificant in isolation, are the seeds of your revolution. Each one builds momentum. Each one fortifies your discipline. And over time, these small wins coalesce into a tidal wave of change. Do not wait for the perfect moment. It will never come. Start now. Make one small defiant decision today, then another tomorrow. Before you realize it, you will look back from a summit you once thought unreachable and understand the immense power of how far you've come. Here is a truth most people desperately avoid. Growth is uncomfortable. It is messy. It is hard. It hurts. And that is precisely why it is so rare. Why do gyms empty out after January? Because the couch is easier. Why do people languish in jobs they despise? Because the familiar is safer than the unknown. Why do dreams die on the vine? Because the pursuit of them involves an intimate dance with failure, rejection, and terrifying uncertainty. But you must understand this. Discomfort is the currency of growth. Every single time you willingly step into the fire, be it a brutal workout, a daunting project, or a conversation that makes your heart pound, you are forging resilience. You are proving to yourself that your strength exceeds your own estimation. So do not flee from discomfort. Embrace it. Lean into its fierce embrace, because on the other side of that pain lies everything you have ever wanted. How many times has the siren song of "I'll start tomorrow" lulled your ambitions to sleep? How many dreams lie dormant, gathering dust while you wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect alignment of stars? Here is the brutal reality. Someday is a lie. It is a phantom destination we invent to justify our inaction. The perfect moment will never arrive, and if you continue to wait for it, you will wake one day to the horrifying realization that you have run out of time. The only time you possess, the only time that is real, is now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. So stop waiting, stop procrastinating, start doing. Because every day you delay is a day you can never reclaim. Momentum is one of the universe's most formidable forces. When you begin to take action, no matter how small, you initiate a cascade. One workout ignites the desire for another. One completed project unlocks a greater opportunity. One step outside your comfort zone leads to an exponential expansion of your world. But this force is neutral. It works in reverse with equal power. If you remain stagnant, if you surrender to inertia, you cultivate negative momentum. The longer you linger in bed, the heavier your limbs become. The longer you neglect your goals, the more insurmountable they appear. The choice is stark: positive momentum or negative momentum, growth or stagnation. Start small. Start today, and let the unstoppable force of momentum carry you forward. There exists no universal blueprint for success. What fuels one person's ascent may be irrelevant to yours, and that is not just okay. It is essential. Your journey is yours alone, as unique as your fingerprint. No one else can walk it for you. Cease the corrosive habit of comparing your progress to that of others. Stop measuring your worth against someone else's timeline. The only comparison that holds any meaning is the one between the person you are today and the person you were yesterday. True growth isn't about eclipsing others. It is about becoming the most luminous version of yourself. Ask yourself the defining question: what does success truly mean to me? Is it financial liberty, creative expression, making a profound difference in the lives of others? Once you have your answer, chart your own course. Do not fear mistakes. Do not fear detours. The only thing that matters is that you keep moving forward, one resolute step at a time. Success does not demand perfection, but it bows to consistency. The simple, unglamorous act of showing up day after day, especially when it is hard, is the great separator between the achievers and the dreamers. There will be days when exhaustion gnaws at you, when discouragement whispers defeat, when the temptation to quit is a roar in your ears. Show up anyway. There will be days when you feel utterly devoid of the will to put in the effort. Show up anyway. Because every single time you show up, you are carving the habits of success into your very soul. You are proving to your deepest self that you can be trusted to honor your commitments, even on your worst days. When progress feels glacial and the finish line seems to vanish into the horizon, remember this. The mere act of showing up is a victory in itself. Keep showing up, and success will have no choice but to find you. It is wise to have role models, heroes who ignite your motivation and serve as living testaments to what is possible. But the most potent, enduring inspiration you will ever find radiates from within. Every time you push through the paralyzing grip of fear, every time you conquer a challenge, every time you achieve a goal, you are manufacturing irrefutable proof of your own power. Journey back in your mind to a moment when you felt truly unstoppable. Perhaps it was acing an exam, completing a project that stretched you to your limits, or shattering a personal fitness milestone. Those moments are not just memories. They are sacred relics of your capability. They are the high-octane fuel that will propel you forward when the path grows dark and steep. The more you prove yourself to yourself, the more unstoppable you become. Do not just seek inspiration. Be inspiration. Be the kind of person who inspires others simply by the unwavering commitment you show to yourself every single day. Gratitude is a superpower. When you deliberately focus on what you are thankful for, you rewire your entire mindset from one of scarcity to one of boundless abundance. You cease to dwell on what you lack and begin to truly perceive and appreciate all that you possess. But gratitude is not a passive emotion. It is a catalyst for action. When you are grateful for the opportunities before you, you are infinitely more likely to seize them. When you are grateful for the harsh lessons that failure imparts, you are more likely to persevere. Gratitude is the bedrock that keeps you grounded, motivated, and fiercely resilient. Begin a daily gratitude ritual. Each morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They need not be monumental. A sun-drenched morning, the voice of a supportive friend, the simple, profound gift of being able to try again. These are enough. Gratitude does not just change your perspective, it changes your life. Everyone, without exception, hits plateaus on their journey. It is that maddening, frustrating stage where the effort is constant, but the results have vanished. The temptation to give up here is immense, but you must understand that plateaus are where true growth is forged. A plateau is not a dead end. It is a crucible designed to test your perseverance. It is a chance to prove to yourself that you possess the will to push harder, dig deeper, and keep moving forward, even when visible progress has stalled. When you hit a plateau, do not succumb to discouragement. Get curious. Ask yourself, what can I do differently? What is truly holding me back? What new strategies can I deploy? And most crucially, remind yourself that growth is still happening beneath the surface, even if you cannot see it. The work you are putting in now is laying the foundation for your next breakthrough. Fear is a primal, powerful force. It can paralyze you, rooting you to the spot of your current existence, or it can be harnessed as fuel, propelling you forward into the unknown. The difference is determined entirely by your response. Most of our fears are phantoms born of the unknown. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I lose everything? But here is the secret. Fear is a liar. It wildly exaggerates the risks while systematically minimizing your potential. It screams at you to play small, stay safe, and worship at the altar of comfort. The only way to conquer fear is to march directly into its teeth. Take the first step, even if your knees are trembling. Lean into the discomfort, even if it feels overwhelming. Every time you confront your fears, you diminish their power over you. And with each victory, however small, you become braver, stronger, and more relentlessly unstoppable. Complacency is the silent assassin of progress. The moment you begin to coast, the moment you cease to strive, is the moment you cease to grow. To continue proving yourself, you must remain hungry. This hunger for growth is not synonymous with dissatisfaction. It does not mean you cannot celebrate your victories or savor the journey. It means refusing to settle. It means relentlessly seeking the next challenge, the next goal, the next level of your own evolution. This hunger is born from the profound understanding that there is always more to learn, more to achieve, and more to give. No matter how far you have come, you have only just begun to scratch the surface of your true potential. Stay hungry, and the best will always be yet to come. At the end of your life, when the final curtain falls, what will you leave behind? What stories will be told of you? What impact will have rippled out from your time on this earth? These are the questions that define your legacy. A legacy is not measured in fame or fortune. It is measured in the difference you make, the lives you touch, and the example you set. Your legacy begins now with the choices you make today. It is built in the quiet moments when no one is watching, forged in the decisions you make when it would be so much easier to give up. When you prove yourself to yourself, you are building a legacy of strength, resilience, and unshakable purpose. You are showing the world what is possible when one person refuses to surrender. And that is a legacy worth leaving. When you push yourself to grow, you are not just transforming your own life. You are inspiring everyone around you. Your actions create a powerful ripple effect, demonstrating to others what is possible and igniting within them the courage to rise to their own potential. Think of the people in your life who look up to you, your friends, your family, your coworkers. They are watching, they are learning, they are being influenced by your example. When they witness you battling through challenges, overcoming impossible odds, and relentlessly striving for greatness, it serves as a powerful reminder that they too can do the same. Your growth is bigger than you. It is a gift to everyone in your orbit. So do not just do it for yourself. Do it for the ripple effect you will create. Every day you are presented with a choice: to remain the same or to grow, to allow fear to hold you captive or to push forward in spite of it, to settle for less or to strive for greatness. So ask yourself, why not you? Why not now? There is no better time to begin than this very moment. There is no better person to bet on than yourself. So take that first step. Make the sacred commitment. Prove to yourself once and for all that you are capable of more than you have ever dared to imagine. This is your journey. This is your battle. You versus you.